I'm not going to lie, the past 2 years have been rough on me. I've practically had to become a NEET, stuck indoors and unable to go to conventions. So I'm glad that we at least have this little invention called the internet, and that we've had this wonderful boom in English manga to help pass the time. So I want to go over and highlight which new releases have stuck with me the most, and hopefully you'll end up falling in love with them too if you haven't already. Some of them I've already talked about, some of them I haven't, but I tend to gravitate towards anything psychological or weird, so that's what you can expect to find here. Kicking it off with Dandadan by Yukinobu Tatsu. This is a series that hit the ground running from chapter 1. It's a story that's got almost everything. It's got horny aliens, it's got horny ghosts. You can kind of think of it as an R-rated X-Files meets Mob Psycho 100. And yet, even despite all its absurdity, the story grounds itself with emotionally compelling characters. Easily, this has got to be one of my favorite ongoing series right now, and it just continues to blow me away week after week. And because I'm predictable, next I have another manga on this list by one of Fujimoto's former assistants, Ayashimon by Yuji Kaku. This is a wacky gimmick manga where a super strong manga-obsessed student becomes the underling of a yokai yakuza boss and gets entangled in the crime underbelly. It's entertaining as hell, and I never find myself bored while reading this one. Plus, I just love my monster girls, okay? And speaking of monsters, next we have people metaphorically and figuratively dealing with their inner monsters in Suishida's Choujin X. Ishida's ability to depict emotions continues to amaze me, and I adore how much he integrates deep philosophical themes into his works. On top of that, I feel like he really knocked it out of the park with the latest 2 chapters, and I can't wait to see where he goes with this story. Also last year, I had a blast with Dai Dark by Hugh Hayashida. This manga honestly feels like a worthy spiritual successor to Dorohedoro, somehow managing to blend morbid and absurd humor alongside gory action and a lovable cast of characters, and I am so along for the ride. Okay, the next one is technically a reprint, so I'm cheating a little because I want more people to experience it. That's number 5 by Taiyo Matsumoto. It's a surrealist dystopian fever dream about an order of peacekeeping super soldiers trying to hunt down one of their own who's betrayed them. Now, this one won't be everyone's cup of tea, but if you're looking for a weird, esoteric sci-fi manga that explores human nature, I can't recommend this one strongly enough. Next, we have a super addicting thriller romance manga called Love of Kill by Faye. It's about the unlikely alliance between a hitman and a bounty hunter. It's got action, it's got mystery, and it's got heart. It's just an overall highly enjoyable series, and I'm so invested in the story and its characters at this point. Okay, continuing on with another thriller manga, next we have a twisty psychological crime thriller called My Dearest Self with Malice Aforethought by Hajime Inoryu and Shota Ito. The story follows a college student with memory gaps, and he begins to wonder if he's actually a serial killer as bodies start to show up around the city. This is one riveting page-turner and a bit of a mindfuck that'll leave you constantly guessing. Next, we have a coming-of-age dramedy called Ciguatera by Minoru Furuya. The story follows Yusuke, a heavily bullied boy, who's over-the-moon excited when he finds out that one of his schoolmates has a crush on him. However, his happiness is short-lived because someone appears to be stalking them. The mangaka here does an excellent job of placing readers inside Yusuke's head, showing all his insecurities and self-doubt, making for a compelling read. I do want to warn though, this manga does get pretty messed up. It's tonally along the lines of Shuzo Oshimi's Flowers of Evil, so if you loved that one, I think you'll be up for this one as well. If you're looking for something less dark though, Captivated by You by Yama might be more up your alley. It's a humorous and heartfelt collection of short stories that follows unusual relationships and friendships. I've gotta say there's a certain awkwardness and earnestness to the characters that make them feel so real and relatable. They're adorable and awkward. They're adorkable. So I cannot recommend this one enough if you're looking for a bite-sized but satisfying slice of life. Also, if you're looking for a bittersweet quick read, Look Back by Fujimoto is a wonderful choice. It's a heavy-hitting one-shot about art, the choices we make, and learning not to look back at them with regret. I do have a lot of feelings about this one, but I hope to save them for a more in-depth video. Okay, last but not least, we have another manga that's also about life and regret. That's Frieren Beyond Journey's End by Kanehito Yamada. This is a beautifully poignant and introspective fantasy manga about an immortal elf reflecting on her life and basically learning how to live more in the moment and to appreciate those around her. And I think that's a lesson I could really use right now. Okay, there you have it. Those are some of my top picks for 2021, and if I missed any of your favorites, let me know down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all stay well.